My name is Danielle's Christine. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome back if you've seen one of my videos before. Today, we're going to be doing my weekly reads episode 5. We're going to take it all the way back to February 1st through the 7th, which I finished 5 books. So let's just jump into these books. The first book I finished was From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley. I listened to this on audiobook, which was so special because it is a biography about Lisa, who is Elvis's daughter. She talks about her growing up and different things, but she actually passed away before she finished writing this book. And so while we get to hear Lisa's voice, we also hear her daughter Riley, and Riley then narrates the different parts and kind of makes it a cohesive story. And then Riley has her own thoughts about situations, especially with her mom near the end of her life. On that note, I do feel like Riley portrayed her mom very kindly, where it seems like she very much could have not portrayed her that way. I did end up giving this book 4.5 stars. Second book I finished the first day of February was As You Wish by Robin Jones Gunn. This is the second book in the Todd and Kristy college years, and it is a Christian realistic fiction. So as the series title suggests, Kristy and Todd are both in college, but the relationship has been going on for quite a while and it's getting very serious. And in this book, Kristy starts to question everything and if she actually wants to be with Todd due to some friend circumstance that happened. And so she's been all gung-ho. So it was really interesting in this book to see her step back and kind of want to break from that. There is an accident that happens that kind of brings her back into perspective. As someone who got married in college, I completely understand her thought process. I ended up giving that book 4.25 stars. The third book, and the book I finished on the 3rd, was Dungeons and Drama by Kristy Boyce. This is a young adult romance where we meet Riley. Riley has a great relationship with her mom, not so great with her dad, but she absolutely loves musical theater. And one day, her and her friend end up going behind her parents' back to go to a musical theater. She gets in trouble and ends up having to work at her dad's game store. It's very much like GameStop, but definitely locally owned. Her dad hosts game nights and really takes care of the people that work there and shop there, including Nathan. Nathan is a boy that goes to her school, but he doesn't spend a lot of time at school, and they definitely run in different circles. And so they haven't really interacted until she started working at the store. And I thought this was a super cute romance. I'm really excited for the second book that just came out. I ended up giving this book 4.75 stars. The fourth book I finished on February 6th was Onyx Storm by Rebcca. This is the third book in the Imperium series. It's a fantasy romance, and this is not the last book in the series. And I felt like it struggled a little bit with that middle book syndrome where we are learning more about Violet and Xaden and their history. And I really enjoyed that most of the time. Some of the time I felt like it dragged on a little bit. They are going on a lot of little side quests that do impact the bigger picture, but it did feel a little bit side questy, if that makes sense. These endings always leave off on a cliffhanger, which was true on this one. I definitely enjoyed getting to meet the characters more. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. The last book we're going to chat about is Barbarian's Heart. It is the book I finished on February 7th, and it is the 9th book in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. This book was interesting because it took characters, Stacy and Pavlov, who have been together through most of the book. Stacy says she never really had a time without her mate, and flips it on his head because there was an earthquake in the last book and Pavlov ends up losing his memories. And so Stacy and the tribe are doing everything they can to get his memories back. I feel like at times they're very insensitive and a little bit unkind to Pavlov because I felt like Stacy and the tribe were just pushing him to get his memories back instead of just letting him be, which I understand definitely from Stacy's point of view, but I felt like the tribe should have been a little bit more understanding. Because he lost his memory, Stacy has to explain all the things that happened and all the things they've gone through. So we get to see their history, which I thought was really fun. And I ended up giving that book 4 stars. So those were the 5 books I finished from February 1st through the 6th. Let me know if you've read any of these books and your thoughts on them, and I'll work on catching up. So we are in current time with my reading. I do have an Instagram and a TikTok that I'll link down below. That is definitely a little bit more current than YouTube. I'm working to get YouTube current, but it's a slower process for sure. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!